Hey, welcome back to Blueprints. We just had a little test and now the capture should be way smoother. So unfortunately for Assassin's Creed I turned off limit capture frame rate and I turned it on. And obviously there's always an issue when you want to get 60 FPS with even frame pacing. And I guess limiting capture frame rate completely destroys the frame pacing periodically for OBS, so now it should be way better. I do hope it doesn't cause any weird performance issues like we saw in Assassin's Creed Shadows on my end, but it should be way better on your end. And I'll also test tomorrow on my end with the Assassin's Creed Shadows with a before and after. We can definitely just toggle it on and off and see if it has any meaningful impact. So yeah, we'll do that experiment. I mean, maybe even at the end of the stream today or something. I just want to be sure what settings I use and not constantly think about them. But now it's definitely way better for you guys. And I hope, yeah, I hope that's basically it for now with the troubleshooting here. Oh, I also want to start the Twitch stream, obviously. And yeah, that's it. We're gonna start our next run here. The exact same spot we left off for the last stream, which I won't delete. Usually I delete VODs of troubleshooting, but that's for me, so I do have an easy benchmark to go back to when I want to know what the option does exactly and how it manifests itself. Yeah, a lot of OBS is a lot of, you know, trial and error. It is not that well documented. It's I mean, I would even say the devs often don't even know how their software interacts with certain hardware configurations. So it is definitely an interesting experience sometimes. And yeah, now we found something that helped us with our stuttering, but definitely fucked Assassin's Creed. But also we changed two other settings. So let's see if they are enough to carry Assassin's Creed into playable territory for me. But this game seems not to stutter at all for me now. But it's also not Assassin's Creed, so what do I know? Yeah, but basically it runs really nice. It runs at an, I mean, expected, honestly, 230 consistent FPS for me, limited because of G-Sync. So, limited via NVIDIA control panel, but because of G-Sync. Yeah, so using G-Sync, everything here seems very, very smooth and well frame-paced, which is quite easy to tell because just walking forward and backward like that, right? You would be able to tell if the game had like significant frame pacing issues. But it seems very, very smooth. Yeah, which is nice to see. Oh, it seems very, very smooth and consistent. The reason why I'm so focused on that is because I'm just like worried that there isn't a general OBS problem with that setting, and it wasn't only Assassin's Creed, but clearly this is not an issue here. I mean, yes, we had stuttering before, but that was, I think, a different issue. That is definitely the game loading some weird stuff at the end here. Oh, interesting. The game just... Wait, does the game not run... Interesting. No, it does run at 230. There was a brief drop and I was kind of confused for a moment. There seems to be some... Oh, that's interesting. So the game seems to be loading stuff in the background. And whenever that happens, the average FPS can go down a bit, but you don't even notice it here in game. Yeah, very interesting. For a brief moment, the average FPS goes slightly down. It seems to be easy to replicate. It's basically loading the mansion or the outside here. When I go backwards like this, it's fine. But as soon as I turn around, there are some dips here and there, which is interesting. Yeah, definitely can replicate the issue by Like going in circles. You know what? Just out of sanity reasons, I'm gonna toggle the option in OBS to see if it does something. Sorry for the troubleshooting, but I really want to make sure the game doesn't stutter for you guys, and also doesn't stutter for me. Because I'm at such a high frame rate that obviously I could not always tell the small differences sometimes. I mean, it doesn't seem that noticeable because it's really briefly and drops from 230 to 190, which is not that much, right? But okay, now we have 20-30 FPS again, and I'm just gonna see if we're still getting the dips running around this one. Yeah, the dips are definitely, the game seems to load in the mansion at this point. So by going in circles here, we can consistently cause the frame rate to go down. So if you stay here, the game will stay at a consistent 230 FPS. Everything's fine, right? I can turn around wherever I want to. But as soon as I move away a bit here, you can see it dips a bit. I mean, you can't see it, but it dips a bit. And going here definitely seems to do something. And then when we go here back to the mansion, there's this point here where it seems to load in a bunch of stuff from the mansion and just goes down a little bit. Okay, but the good news is it's not related to the option, which is really important to me because that would have sucked ass. Yeah, it's definitely very, very much the same behavior, sure. Okay, thank God. I was worried for a moment that was gonna cause issues again, but nope. And that might also be what a viewer meant before with is this 60 FPS? Probably was the stuttering that seemed, it was 60 FPS but stuttery 60 FPS, which might be why it seemed like, yeah, it drops like into the 160s here. I mean, just playing around a little bit more. It's just like, you know, making sure we're not getting cooked here. Okay. No, it seems to consistently happen though. 86. 106. No, it is definitely the same thing. But very interesting, there seems to be some kind of weirdness going on here. Yeah, but it's not a big deal because you're not playing there, right? It's not in the mansion, and they do have to do some loading of the randomized rooms and stuff like that. So, I guess it's kind of to be expected. No, for sure, exactly the same frame rate behavior. Thank fucking God. Okay. Yeah, really glad we fixed that, because otherwise every single game would have stuttered. And it was like, yeah, thanks for pointing it out, because I wouldn't have checked at all if you didn't. So, yeah. Because it's only really visible in slow motion, but it is visible, right? It is visible, but it's easily visible when you go for a 0.25x speed. Yeah, that's definitely the best way to see it. Okay, so what have we been doing in the game? This is day 4, and every single time we ran out of doors to open. So our goal is for sure to create as much space as possible, and the den is definitely an amazing start for that. And also we need keys, but the den for sure seems very nice. Okay, let's also open this door here. The right side has more logs, so we want to keep left, right? Doors on the left wing are more likely to be closed. Okay, so left. Left side is more open. Okay, we want to stay left. There is a pantry here. Which is really good. I mean, it gives us money, which is not bad. And then here we have the guest bedroom. Or a nook. What the utility closet does, I do not know. So should we try it out? Does it maybe brighten up the dark room? You know, we never took this one. We should take it just so we have it. The breaker room. Yeah, really cool art style. I wouldn't say it's quite unique. I mean, I have seen this art style in other games. I couldn't put my exact finger on which ones they are. But I've definitely, I mean, maybe the one that I can think of that's quite recent is not exactly the same one, but kind of samey. I mean, completely different game though. Is the one with the place I think in the Alps, and you have like this Zelda-esque gameplay, and I forgot its name, but yeah, it had there are definitely a few games that use this like cell shaded, but also hand drawn look at the same time. I mean, I guess which is the point of cell shading, I guess, but you know what I mean. Just like the roughness here and everything seems like I might have seen in a couple of games. Looks nice, but definitely not a unique. By this point. Okay, danger. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC power if you require assistance. Keycard entry system. Okay, but why would we turn it off? VAC indicators. Okay. VAC indicators. Dark room. Turn it back on if we get it. Turn on the garage. The cabinet has no switch. The VAC indicators. What does VAC stand for in this context here? Valve anti-cheat? We're gonna get banned for cheating? Yeah, needless to say, I've never been banned for cheating because I never cheated, but I did get banned for other reasons, namely playing Hanzo after he got buffed in Overwatch and became meta, and people didn't know and they were idiots about it and reporting. Yeah, okay, but I was trying to see if there's any change in smoothness for me. I know this is quite stupid test, but it seems very smooth, but I do have to make one last check. And then we're never going to touch this one again, so bear with me. Nah, it is actually impossible for me to tell a difference between these two. Yeah, for you guys, the difference should be quite big, but for me, it should be almost... Nah, there's... I mean, maybe a bit, maybe I'm imagining things. It's so... These things are so hard to... As higher frame is, they're really hard to... Imagine we did that between the door and every single time we would lose our shit. Nah, it's exactly the same shit. Okay, good. Okay, so we now have the breaker room, which maybe will help us when the dark room happens again. We could go to the pantry and get the additional apples and the +4, or we can go to the den first. I think the pantry is more likely to be a den end though, so I would gladly go there first. So I don't think there is anything additional in this one here, but okay, let's see. What are we going to build? A corridor or a billiard room? This one would connect to the other one, which would be kind of nice because we wouldn't have to go back. But it also doesn't go forward, so it doesn't really add a new option. But it gives us rewards, so let's maybe, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Okay, the billiard room. We've never seen this room before. Does it have any chess stuff in it? I don't think so. There is a glass, billiard, and darts. And darts are not the normal rules according to the game's information. And it also doesn't seem like we can play billiards. So I guess the name of the room is supposedly misleading. But I'm pretty sure the darts and the balls might be related. So let's see how this one works. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the numbers we're going to see are the numbers. They're definitely mathematical symbols here. And okay, I get it. Okay, so this one is green. I mean, is there a green ball? No, never mind. I don't get it. Because there are numbers here, obviously, right? So... oh, this too. Yeah, it's been a while since I played billiard, I just realized. Okay, because there's definitely numbers here, but we might need a certain tool to see those numbers. But also it is mirrored, so maybe it's just a texture. Maybe it's just a texture. What happens if we press the 20? Okay, because if we press the 16, sure, 17 and 2. I guess we can just go by trial and error because it's always 50, not 50-50. The 16 changes something. 16. Okay, 7 plus 2 is 9. So maybe 9? Oh yeah. 15 plus 3 times 7 makes sense. Oh wait, it does. 15 plus 3 times 7 is 36. 36. It's 12 times 3, 12. Where's 12? Times 3 is here. No, is that not how it works? You're just basically 16, right? And you are 9, because you're these two, okay. Or is this times 2? It's probably times 2. 14? I don't remember the rules though. No, this must be more, right? This is times 3, I think. 21, 26, 36. 36 divided... oh, wait, 36 divided by 2 would also work, right? 18. Oh, this is... oh, okay, wait. Wait, how many solutions are there for that? Because I'm just guessing, right? Like this obviously is 16, sure. This one seems to be 9, sure. This one, I mean, it's probably not 15, right? Yeah, because this one is there, but the rules are, they said you don't need to know the rules. Okay, 9, sure. And this one looks like it's 15 plus. Maybe it's plus 14. Maybe I'm stupid and it's 29. Maybe it's 29, but as far as I know, 29 you can't divide by 3, so that would be kind of hard to do, and also not by 2, obviously. So what exactly are we looking at here? Maybe it's divided by 7, but that also wouldn't make no sense, because why would it be divided by 7? 21 minus maybe 15? Like 6? I mean, we could just guess. Just kind of stupid, honestly. Sure. I mean, it could be 21, but why would it be 21? Maybe I'm not inputting this stuff correctly. Wait, maybe I have to... I mean, it could be minus, then it would just be 8. Ah, okay, it has to be a number on there. How do we know what to subtract? It's 3 then, maybe? Okay, and that is probably times 2, so it's probably 16. I'm a genius, but also at the same time, fuck you. Okay, what is the order? Is it from left to right? It's probably 2 times 6, 12. They call me fucking Mozart. I don't know if the game has hints to that. That is quite the puzzle, honestly. It wasn't hard, but I'm pretty sure some people will fucking hate this. Got the silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Oh, it basically alters the door you're gonna open into a special room. That is sick. But then again, it's called the billiard room, and so far, I haven't seen any hint of billiard here. And needless to say, I'm playing completely blind, right? I've the only knowledge I have is that the game is critically acclaimed, and that is a roguelite puzzle game with like where you have to find room 46. Obviously, all the things I do are based on my own knowledge, basically. Okay, but no, seems so far so good. Yeah, but now Assassin's Creed had like these huge starters, right? Like I'm still paying attention that they're happening, but no, for sure they're not happening, and I really have to try that out later so I get a peace of mind. Cool. We solved the billiard room, which I still wonder why it's called the billiard room. Just to fuck with you, I guess. I guess so, because they had no... There was no puzzle here, right? And it's the numbers I mathematically just took as a solution also have a solution within the balls here. I don't know, but the math checked out. So either it is pure coincidence, which I don't think, or there is an additional hint here. Very chill. We still have a lot of time. Maybe we should track how long a run actually goes. To do that, you would just need to time 1 hour with a real clock, and you would know what 1 hour is, and then just like multiply it by 12. I assume 12 is the deadline. And maybe it starts at 10. I don't even know when you start, but yeah, you could definitely calculate it. My assumption is probably something less than an hour. Would seem quite reasonable. Or maybe even exactly an hour. Cool. Now we have exactly 1 room to open again, which is not great. Like, we could already lose the run right here. Dan has the pawn. Clock is ticking. Okay, bedroom, guest bedroom, or commissary. I mean, we only have 4. Wait, let's make sure this is not a dead end, though. The bedroom doesn't work. This one doesn't work. We have to take this one. And we thank God we had something to make it happen too. Okay, now we can buy shit. With stairs without stars. Is this a hint? Does this mean we have a stair room, but we don't have the observatory? Huh. Here, the commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16, and that is a lie. We know that's a lie. Very interesting. And that is the game that doesn't work just yet, but I kind of have the feeling we will restore it to its former glory during the playthrough. I sure hope it is. Annual Maid's Day. They're gonna do a maid cafe for me? Yeah, my girlfriend also has asked me what she can give me for Christmas. She could just do a maid costume all day and be cute, as always. Nicht niedlich. Damit ein Maid-Café ist. Von du Maid. Okay. Okay, what can we buy? The magnify. I mean, sure. Not the biggest fan of buying it again. Oh, are we also not gonna get an item at some point? We have the silver key. Yeah, sure. Be cool. Yeah, it kind of sucks. We really have to open up more opportunities. Wait, there is an observatory, but we have a gem. The nook is the only... Getting tight, man. It's getting tight. Why is it so hard to open up new rooms, though? That's quite interesting. Is there anything else in here? I don't think so. The rooms we know, I don't think we have to bother check too often. This one will fuck us for sure. This one is good. This one's really good. Yeah, this one's amazing. The West Wing Hall. Oh, you know what? Is it always here? Because it's West Wing, right? We're in the West Wing here. Can it only spawn here? That is interesting. A vase, a bird. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft South Wing. Okay. There's a hidden message. I'm just kidding. Okay, sure. We'll know if the run can continue by drafting here. So we should probably get more rerolls if possible. So maybe there is an opportunity for more rerolls here. There sure wasn't, but we can get a few resources. And we did solve an additional puzzle. Look at the beautiful plane. And the picture is still the same thing, but did we ever use this one on you? Huh? I mean, it's just a bird, nothing else. Kind of cool controls for the magnifying glass. Cool. Do we have everything? Supposedly there is a coin, and I guess we picked it up while I was on brain AFK mode. There is a horse, which you might consider a knight, but there's also a pawn, so I would say the pawn is better. Did we already mention the storeroom? Yeah, it has a pawn, yes, we do. We do know that. I like how the light comes in here. Quite beautiful. Although I don't even see the sun, so they might be faking it. And now we know if the run's dead or not. I kind of tend to fuck this up pretty hard. Okay, this one continues. The bedroom. Are we gonna go back for the breaker? Maybe. The garage doesn't work, but the parlor has gems, which I think are valuable, and we don't need steps at the moment. Oh, cool. What are you? Oh, yeah, you're this room again. Okay. I remember another puzzle here. The black box claims to be black. Wait, what? The box that claims to be black has the gems. So this one would be correct. This box is the blue box. This is a lie. This box is the black box. This is a lie. So this one is saying the truth. Wait, what? You're lying, right? This box. Oh, wait. Oh, no, really? I didn't read this correctly. Ah, yeah, it meant obviously the box that claims it's the black box. Yeah, this one, I'm stupid. I thought, in my mind, I turned it into that is the black box. Okay, that was stupid. Just need to figure it out just listening in. Yeah, I obviously misunderstood the statement. I thought it was the black box. Yeah, I should have read that correctly. Yeah, it's the more you do it 3 times and then you don't pay attention anymore. That's how it goes. Oh, there's a pawn. This is a pawn room. Parlor is a pawn room. Good, good. Notepad, the game. Yeah, I mean, putting the notepad in game would have been enough. I mean, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I would have put it in game. Just a simple text editor would have been enough for now, at least. We're not fucked yet, but we're always one step away from getting fucked. Yeah, steht da, ja. There's a beautiful coat here and the thing Jesus was born in. No, I think it's a bench. No, it's not a crib. Okay. This is not the way, and I mean, we can't do much here, and this again is a lie. Okay. We're really close to being game over. So do I want to get closer to the antechamber? I think we do, maybe. I mean, we do need some steps. And this one costs something, but I don't think I want to use it right now. I don't know. I'm just going to try to get to the antechamber. Oh yeah, now we have this one. I think we never had that for this. Reddington. Maybe a cave down here? Or just a tree? There are different yellow specks, which might just be artistic things. I mean, there's also like the... I don't see anything weird here. Maybe I'm being blind, but... Readings from Reddington, okay. I mean, sure. The picture again. Oh yeah, she has the moon necklace still. Don't think there was anything suspicious about this one here. As far as I can tell, at least. Nothing too suspicious. Yeah, did we have an origami crane? Okay. It's just a bedroom. There's nothing special, I think, here. A hand, I don't think, is related to anything here. Oh, and it's a pawn room. The bedroom is a pawn room. Did we write that down? Yeah. No, wait. No, this is a different one. Okay. Oh yeah, no, it also runs way better on my tablet. That is interesting. Okay, so the starting really affected the display of my tablet with the Steam preview. That is really fascinating. How much more you can tell there than you can tell on this PC. The door is locked. Special keys. I mean, is it time? It's fucking time. Before we soft lock ourselves. Huh? Chamber of Mirrors. You can now draft second copies of rooms you already have in your house. Oh, wait, they're unique otherwise? Oh, I did not know. And it's also a room that goes into all directions, which is basically the best room in the game, maybe? Yo, that's sick. But are those mirrors or are they not mirrors, huh? They're not mirrors. Ah, no, they are maybe, I don't know. Maybe, we don't know. But there is a button. And Kaza, which means umbrella in Japanese. I have no idea, I play too much Assassin's Creed. Okay, just press the button and it will open the door on the other side. Which technically means it opens the door on... Wait, do we have to figure out which ones are mirrors and which ones aren't? Because, it'll be fun. Okay. Sure. Oh, you know what this might be? It might be a dead end. I know what this room is meant to be. You're supposed to come in from the side you opened. But since we only have this side to go from, we're basically soft locked. That is unfortunate. Ah, okay. So I guess visually, yeah, it's kind of obvious that you're not gonna be coming in from the other directions because there's a door here, but my mind kind of thought it was gonna be open. But okay, so basically this is a room where you want to place it just like we did, but you need another way to access it from another side. So you can push the button in the middle. Okay, that means, I mean, we used our key, that's great, but also at the same time we're gonna have to restart the run. It's kind of funny. Okay, I guess calling it is here definitely quite common. Oh, we would get another star with the observatory. We still have 1 star. So this is a form of meta progression. That's cute. Okay, let's call it. I hope I'm not doing this wrong, by the way, because I do feel like we're soft locked every single time I do this, but maybe there's some kind of crazy tech, I don't know. Mount Holly small cottage, which basically means we didn't get enough rooms or something, or nothing special. And we got 4 new rooms, which is something, I guess. Just a reminder, you do have to quit out when you stop your run, so plan ahead. You don't want to not go mid-run. I like the slight musical touches every now and then. Oh, did we ever look at this under the magnifying glass? I don't think we did. Okay, let's start here. I think the goal should really be to create as many rooms as possible. This one costs us money, but it's almost irrelevant because we would we don't even have money, so it's basically, yeah, doesn't mean shit. We could start with a pantry, which almost has no meaning, honestly, or a guest bedroom, which just gives us 10 steps, which was never a problem, honestly. So I think we're gonna go with the spare room to unlock new possibilities. And it might end up being a dead end or not. Maybe like just making a turn here could be kind of nice. Okay, and here we get the billiard room or the parlor. I think this one is the faster puzzle, but this one gives you the silver key, huh? I mean, and also this one we can train if we really understood the puzzle, but at the same time we really need a key early on, so I'd rather use the silver. I mean, I guess the silver key would have been better, huh? Maybe. Okay, let's start here. See what are we building? We don't want to enter the chapel if unnecessary, so if we can avoid going there, that would be kind of nice. The drawing room. Or are we gonna make this one a dead end, which is a horrible idea usually. You want to make dead ends, right? Oh, it costs us extra, huh? Is this a good idea? I mean, I feel like we're already making mistakes by going this far in, but because if we backtrack, it's gonna suck ass. So maybe we should make the storeroom a dead end. I know I'm wasting steps by doing it this way, but yeah, and here you could just put in a closet that has 2 items basically in it, and we don't have money yet, so it doesn't really matter if we go to the other one. We got an ivory die and a key, which is honestly quite, I mean, yeah, it's an item. Did we check the closet for any chess stuff? I think we did, and there was nothing, as far as I can tell. Okay, let's think. The corridor is basically free, as long as we don't need to... I mean, we can't lose money, we don't have money. So this is basically a free room at the moment. We should take advantage of that. Now we can make a huge play by just making this a dead end and moving on and risking everything on the other room. Or we're like, yes, less YOLO, and we put the den here. We still have keys. Sure. Kind of think avoiding dead ends in no dead end situations I think is good. Because we always failed our runs due to dead ends and not anything else. Okay, let's pick up the gem and move on. There was also this one room, I don't remember which one it was, where we used something and something happened. Well, you know what? This might be one of those rooms where you have like a hidden switch on the wall or something. Or next to the fireplace. Don't think there is anything, but also the clocks don't do anything, so yeah, I don't think there is much else here. Okay, sure, let's move on from the den to the courtyard maybe, huh? Because the gem, but really is a gem in terms of exploration, and we never were there. Oh, that's nice. The audio change. Oh, I like the audio right now. It's really cool, the music with the ambient sounds. Really nice. Sure, we have 2 keys. You gotta use keys to make keys. You got a lot of money here. Holy. 9 money. What chess piece do I think this room is? None, because it's nature. Okay, here we have to think. The right side is probably more likely to be a dead end. Otherwise, still have the corridor we can go back to, which did nothing for us. If we can get a right turn here and make this a dead end, that would kind of be okay. Depending on what we get in this one here. So let's check this one first. Security was kind of nice to change things, but we don't have a gem for this one. The breaker box was kind of interesting. The billiard room does nothing for us. So we could potentially create a dead end here. Or we can hope that we get a gem. Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know, game. We could do the breaker box if you wanted to. Sure, let's put the breaker box here. Okay, we turn off the keycard entry system and we're gonna turn on the garage, whatever that does. And we can turn off the gymnasium, whatever that does. What the vac indicators are, I have no clue. I do not know what the vac indicators are. Maybe we can learn about them in the security room or like in the network. Okay, here the question is, create a dead end for a bit of money or not create a dead end for potential run saving powder? Yeah, it wasn't a real question. Okay, the gems are on the floor. This is a lie, unless it's true, it is a lie. You are lying. The gems are in this box, okay? The gems are on the desk, which is also a lie. So the gems are in this box, huh? That one was quite easy. Unless I'm being stupid again. Okay, very chill, like randomized puzzles here. Maybe randomized, I mean, you could randomize that, right? You don't need to design every puzzle yourself. You can just randomize the statements. Could put the security. I really wish they would show me this right away. This is a really good one. Really like the layout here. Unfortunately, the corridor we might have to go back to at some other point. If we softlock ourselves, but we also don't have an infinite amount of steps, so... Ooh. Cam 23. Are these the same cams? I think so. I remember this one being right and this one being here. And also there being two saves. I think this might not be randomized. And here we can turn down the security. Admittedly, I wish there was an automation for this. I'm slightly... Yeah, I'm slightly more interested in... this one. Okay, let's go back to the network. Swan song, if I remember correctly. Yeah, let's look into the... Jesus Christ. Into the glossary of terms. Does it show us what is new? Exhaust, what does that mean? Oh yeah. Network mechanical security locked, special floor pan, special items, spread. Stars, terminal, red room, redraw, rarity, rank, permanent, network mechanical. Trunk, upgrade, west wing, west path, west wing. A charming path that winds through the wooded area that runs alongside the west wing of the house. This path can be accessed from both the garage and the west gate, which is usually kept latched and locked. Interesting. The garage, huh? Oh, that's maybe you can open the garage door if you have electricity in the garage. 9 silver. Okay, so it doesn't tell us the silver. Wait, what? We were missing something. The VAC, right? It doesn't tell us about the VAC. What the VAC means. Okay, so we don't know about VAC just yet. I wish I could just press escape to get out of this menu. It's kind of annoying to have to navigate this. Oh, you know what? I can just press right click and just leave. No, sure can't. I kind of wish you could just press enter using the left mouse button, but I know what they were going for, so it's fine. Okay. Mountain end. I think that we saw that combination before. Just like, I mean, I assume they are like mostly randomized, but okay, where do we go first? I want to go left. Oh, what are you? Huh? What? Lose half your feet? No, no, no. Food for sale. These are horrible floor plans. Billiard room, huh? Oh man, I forgot. Oh shit, was that okay? Yeah. So wait, why does this work? Because I deactivated it, I guess? Ah. Very interesting. Okay, I see. Did we solve the puzzle or did we just get lucky? 12? 8? 19? 2? Um, 15? 5? Oh, yeah, 5, 15. 7? 4, 12. Okay. Ooh, 2 keys. By the way, I think the order of operations is what you can see here is basically plus multiplication, division. Plus minus multiplication, then division. The question is, what was division again? I mean, it must have been the bottom one, right? Probably, we never got it. Okay, cool. 2 keys, very nice. Sure, let's continue here. So ist es einfach. Das ist wie bei Zelda auch. Nicht hinterfragen. Okay, we have enough resources, but this one doesn't unlock a new room for us, and this one would. And like I said, so far I mean, yes, once we lost because we didn't have a key, but also if we had an additional room, that would have been quite nice. So I want to go here first because backtracking through this room is less bad than going through this room here. Unless we really want to make sure we... Yeah, let's see. Let's go in here. So this one should not create an additional problem for us. And technically it also gives us, I think... No, it doesn't give us +1. Never mind. It's basically +0. And it's always the same here. I do wonder... Maybe it's just to say hello. Another key. Okay. That sucks, but... Okay, do we need steps? I don't think we need steps, but this one brings us closer. The drawing room seems very promising, to be honest, and costs 1 gem. Do we go back to the security now? Because we know we have a lot of opportunities here. Or do we keep the security open and make it a dead... I mean, do we basically make the security a dead end? That's what I'm thinking about, but we're gonna lose a few steps here. But we could win potentially a lot of steps as a result, so... Another key, okay, that kind of sucks. Boiler room, power source. Needs a gem and a dark room, which we could potentially lighten up. But to light it up, we would have to go back to the... utility closet. Why not, actually? We have it. Let's just try it out. I mean, it's kind of silly, but... And hey, cheese doors. To be honest, at the moment I don't, but I hope you're doing well if you can remind me a bit. I'm sometimes really bad with names, but I'm pretty sure if we've talked, I will remember you as soon as you will let me know what we talked about. Yeah, names are my weak spot. Oh yeah, the light is on and off. Shit. Okay, wait, we can go back to the breaker room for sure. Let's go here and right. I really have to get used to that this game has toggle sprint. Yeah, this costs a lot of steps here. Okay, now we can turn on dark room again. Very nice. Why would we turn off the gymnasium though? Yeah, like what is the purpose of turning off the gymnasium? I wonder. Let's turn it off so we can see what happens once we get the gymnasium. Wouldn't it be funny if the dark room always had a power outage when you go in and just wasted a bunch of steps for no reason? Oh no, it for sure works. And now we can look at 1 trillion pictures. Maybe they're nudes from my wife or something. Wouldn't that be funny? Just the entire room full of nudes. Oh, there's probably the... Oh no, we don't have the lens! I'm pretty sure this is read the number and we could potentially figure out how to get into the orchard by looking here. Shit, we need the lens for this one. Sinkako. Okay. He's really bad at taking selfies. If that is the message he wants to send, success. Okay, I'm also not great at taking selfies because I never take any, but... And he had 2 mates. Pretty sure he banked this one. He had 2 mates. Wait, there are 2 mates again here? What's the difference? Is he blackfacing them? Just kidding. So it looks like they're getting a bit darker, but why is it out of focus like that? And that might be his wife? And she did mysterious and important work again. You can tell there is a... Oh, this is important. You can see that she is the queen, I think. She might be the queen. Wife's office queen. I'm gonna write that down, wait. Picture of wife office queen. But I'm also putting a question mark behind this. Wouldn't that be funny if the story went completely crazy and nonsensical? Not nonsensical, but just like... Okay, I assume this is the same picture and they just put it here randomly, so they definitely want to make sure you find this one. Okay, his 3rd wife? Or, I don't even know. Print notes. H.S. has suggested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing. Okay. As well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Okay. And yeah, but what did we talk about so I can remember? Because I really can't remember your name. That would be the thing that would help me remember you. Because I'm pretty sure I remember in most conversations, I just don't remember names that don't frequent too often. Sika Ko. Okay, wait, is it nighttime? Oh my god, it might be nighttime. Shit. Okay, we don't have a lot of time left. Oh my god, I was too slow here. Another blurry text. Yeah, we need the fucking lens for this one. That sucks. We need the lens. What a horrible picture again. And he's laughing at him for taking horrible pictures. We need the fucking lens, man. Shit. It's also so cheap. The pictures on the wall everywhere. Okay, now next time we know what we're looking for though in here. Why are there like a bunch of blurry photos? Yeah, we know why, but okay. Those photos are non-existent. The nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Food for sale. I don't need food, but at the same time, we need something. So I'm just gonna put this one here. Oh, these are expensive. A furnace. You're more likely to draft red rooms. Oh yeah, this is just a fail, basically, right? The furnace doesn't do anything for us. Shit. Okay. So that was not great. Billiard room, bedroom, drawing room. I mean, we still have no time, but everything else we have. 23, 22. Weight room, that's not great. We never took the lavatory, to be honest. Kind of intrigued by it. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. Are they just all shit? I guess they're all shit. That sucks. Sure, we never had this room, so just for fun, let's just fuck this one. HS. There's a snake on his shoulder. No, it's a scarf. Yeah. What an analysis right here. Did we look for chess pieces? Did we ever check if chess pieces are only in blue rooms? No, they're also in bedrooms, as far as I know. Maybe. Hot and cold. I mean, yeah, sure. It's just it is literally an empty room that doesn't really do anything. It's basically pure troll. Okay, nice. Give me a shop. Everything else I don't care about. Just give me a and this one's locked. Okay, we're not soft locked just yet. We can go all the way back to the corridor. Which is bad, but also the only thing we can do. I wish we had the lens, man. So we need the breaker room, we need the dark room, and we need the fucking lens to get entry to the ore card. That is unfortunate. Yeah, the music tells us that the run is almost over. If you're wondering why the music is happening, that is why. Oh, you know what? We learned about the maids. Maybe they're like part of this picture, which is definitely important. Okay, we have to hurry, but I mean, I think it's gonna be over any moment, honestly. The stairs, huh? Come on, really? We need the steps, but we also need the fucking merchant, so... Yeah, you can tell we're getting sleepy here. We turn off the light for this one. I just want to know what is different if the light is off. Why would we turn it off, though? Doesn't seem like there is a reason, unless there is something that glows in the dark, weirdly. Hoople sports, huh? Yeah, no idea where you can turn off the light in the gymnasium. Maybe for later or something? Yeah, we're basically fucked, right? That's all there is. We never found the... Each day a meal is served after rank H has been reached. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that is interesting. That is really interesting. The dining room, huh? Is there any... Oh yeah, it's a pawn room. Dining room is a pawn room. Let's quickly pause for this one. Yeah, we're also wasting time writing down stuff, obviously. The game doesn't auto-pause. Dining room... If there is a meaning to this, it would be so troll if there was nothing behind it. that would be fucking mega troll, but... You can tell it's almost midnight. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I just want a fucking shop. Like, okay, never mind. Maybe I want something else, but I mean, we're cooked. What can I say? We are cooked. I mean, we need this one, honestly. I mean, wait, did we just... It doesn't matter. The run is over. Oh, we got it! Oh my god, now we gotta run, man. Fuck everything else. Wait, the right way is... Oh my god, it's gonna be so annoying. Okay, this is... Now we're on the timer. And not having a minimap, we can pause at any time if we need to. The fastest way is definitely going... left, right... Okay, right and left. I'm just making sure, right, because the time is pretty tight now. And it's on the left here. Use it. 11:28. 11:28. Just checking. 11:28. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Green memos in Hartley's room. 11:28. Wait, 11:28. And then green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. We never found the room. Hartley. Orchard password. It's 11:28. Okay, Orchard password. Where's the other picture of this bury? Yeah, we're gonna unblur it using our camera. Just like, I'm just kidding. Maybe there's something here that's relevant. I want to make sure we don't have to do this room again, but I don't think so. We found both pins just in the nick of time. Man, that was such a clutch find, though. Pure skill, no luck involved. It's obviously luck, right? But I think we played this okay. I'm just like making sure... I'm just making sure we're getting all the information we need out of these pictures. So I don't have to feel bad about not coming back. Yeah, the run is over in a few moments here. I mean, we looked at everything. I mean, we found the password. There's no way there's two passwords here. God, you are awful at taking... Jesus Christ. No, they didn't have a preview, right? We find it easier to take pictures, I guess, because we have all the, you know, the knowledge of what the picture is going to look like on digital cameras. But before, right, you really had to guess what it's going to look like sometimes. So the framing is definitely easier these days compared to when everything was kind of shit. Yeah, the reason why I'm not moving on here is definitely because I'm very confident that this is GG for us in a few seconds. Okay, sure, this is it. We're also soft locked, by the way, so the dining room here is yeah, I think it was locked. Was it locked? Hard to tell if it was locked, honestly. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't even know. Huh. Yeah, I'm just walking around. I mean, we have 5 steps too, so it doesn't really matter what we do. So steps and time are running out pretty quickly here. And now we're just gonna go to bed in the bedroom. That's not how it works, right? Wait, maybe it does. They put a clock in here. Isn't there no windows? Wait, it's past midnight? Huh? Wait, you can stay out so long? I thought it was gonna be GG at midnight. And this one's locked. Okay, yeah. But I think this is definitely now moment where we're like, we got cooked. Wait, is this one? Wait. I'm confused. Doesn't it? Do we not lose something for going in here? We do. Okay, but yeah, we're done. And voila, 0. And we're calling it a day. A little bit different, yeah, a little bit. The Red Villa, because we got 5 red rooms. Yeah, that's a new record. The Red Villa. Also called You Fucked. No, we got new stuff, man, and we almost took 69 steps, which is nice and remarkable. Okay, we found new stuff for sure. I think there was a valiant attempt, maybe our best exploration yet, and we found something to do at the ore card. I'll take a 5-minute break, and then we'll start our next run. Definitely going to the ore card first, though, because I want to know what's there. Day 6. Okay, let's check the time. We start in the morning at 8. You know what's so funny? This might be a game that Gen Z that doesn't necessarily know how to read clocks anymore, like analog clocks. It might be so annoying if you play this because you're not used to reading time and Roman numerals, right? It needs a little bit of base knowledge. But I think playing games definitely, they always come back to that, right? So it's like once you're used to these few things, you can definitely just chill. But obviously having to learn those while playing the game is going to make the game substantially less newcomer friendly. But so far it has been pretty chill. I don't think there was anything crazy. But yeah, let's see. Maybe it becomes crazy later on. But usually puzzle games tend to be not mega hard. So I really hope this one doesn't completely, have some difficulty spikes that we don't like. But I hope it does get a bit more challenging. Just like slightly more challenging every now and then. But I guess then again, building the mansion itself is the challenge here. So yeah, definitely enjoying it though. Very, very fun and unique game. But 5-minute breaks and I'll see you soon. Okay, I am back. And let's try to visit the orchard yet. No. Sorry, a bit tired. Also, we're not gonna stream too long anymore, maybe 40 minutes or so. Should be enough for roughly one run. Yeah, let's resume day 6 and go towards the orchard, which I think was over here. 95%? No, 99%. There it is. Let's see the engraving here, though. Interesting. 1128, I think. Okay. I wrote it down, but since I remembered, why not? The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you'll start a new day with an extra 20 steps. Yo, wait, that is like almost, you know what that reminds me of? Called Faria and UFO 50, where you start with no steps and then you get more and more and more. You just looked up if I'm saying orchard correctly. And it wasn't, I think I said orchard. I think it's orchard. I think it's orchard. I mean, can we find the pronunciation here? Orchard, yes.
Orchard, or a land planted with fruit trees, has
orchard, yeah.
Orchard.
It's so, yeah, it's so weird. It's one of those I think the first time I've heard it might have been in World of Warcraft or something. Yeah, like obviously years ago, but I just read it, so it's orchard. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember that one before I say it 100 times wrong. Gardener's Logbook. April 10th, 1992. I just clicked on it and the sound played. I was like very confused. And hey, Stephanie Mize 1, thanks for the follow. Gardener's Logbook, April. Whoa, I can click on this? Wait. Oh, it has previous and next page. My bad. Okay, 1992. until we don't know when. When I first came to the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of his improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate in as much as it pertains to horticulture in general, tomfoolery. Robert Nogula, groundskeeper. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conversation oversight of Mount Halsey's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance, drive, and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensure closing of the west wing. Okay. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3. I should read from left to right when I'm doing that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 2 are missing from the list here. So should we write those down? But definitely they're like along the perimeter of the house, east and west wing. Okay, so we know that now. 8 green garden rooms spawn at the perimeter of the house, east and west wing. Okay. Along the east and west wings. Okay. And I think we already found those that don't. And they're only draftable. Okay. Okay, are only draftable at the perimeter. Okay, so if you want to do the garden run, maybe you can get the full garden house ending or something if you get all the gardens or some shit. I don't know how the game works, so I'm just guessing. Survey results. The soil survey. One of the first tasks I undertook as a groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each lot on both the east and west wings of the house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots on the house, it was clear that the inconvenience of such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the room that would benefit from this survey would only ever appear in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. I suspected the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from the gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Barren ground, rich soil, good soil. So these are rooms that have very high spawn rates, probably. I would assume. Should we take a screenshot of this? Like, I truly don't want to remember this one. I think we're just gonna take a screenshot. Like, okay, now we're devolved into archiving things here. Yeah, great. Okay, where are we gonna save this one? I mean, guess we're gonna make a new folder. And we're gonna call it game. No, I'm kidding. Blueprints. We're gonna call this one garden. Green room spawn rate. I mean, pretty gamified, but I think it's what the game means by that. Wait, where can I go left and right? Oh, it's like this. Okay. I mean, not that relevant, right? I mean, you would ideally want to have this one. Right, this one's barren. I mean, you need 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. But okay. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made... these are in the orchard. A few years ago, the Baron made a long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with the new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior. All the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gasoline, including but not limited to Orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitudes of the estate. The smudge pots, okay. Cold temperatures and high altitude. These gas-burning stacks heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. Daily yield, okay. They grow so fast. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and applications. Okay, so we can probably turn them off. That's what they're telling us here. After a few months of illness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, with a much more appropriate angel Rena. Okay, after all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holy be governed by the paragon of gardening? Statue of Orinda. So this one is interesting. This one is not real then, huh? Okay, we're gonna have to look at this one. This is really important, I think, because I think they're still gonna be related to placing the check rooms or something. Chess rooms, I mean. Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday, and she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I have forgotten how to access the inner garth, and I am too scared of a chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. My best rendition, pretty good considering I have only ever seen Rena's depiction in the chapel. Orinda with Rena. And what is the room called? Is it like church? What do we call it? The chapel. But this one is not the chapel, but cloister. Okay. Paragon of gardening, huh? But she's a pawn? I'm not confused. Okay, but this is probably relevant. But I'm also fucking confused. Not gonna lie. Because we don't know what to do with it. I assume at the end of the day you want to probably choose rooms in the order of like whatever they are meant to be, like pawn, pawn, blah, 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 maybe. Oh, this is a sun clock. Since I don't know if the game has like a dynamic, I mean it has a dynamic night of day system, but I would not know if the sun clock would help us in any meaningful way here, to be quite frank. Unless the tree here has some magic apples we can procure here. Okay, where are the gas pumps? Are there gonna be flames now? Ah. Oh, you know what? There are probably 4 of them. So I guess we achieved something of significance, according to the game at least. Okay, cool. There's only 1 of them though. And now no more apples for everyone. No, it's not winter, so they're not gonna die. Maybe. What do I know? There are multiple of these too. It'd be funny if that was some kind of fast travel, but I don't think so. So far, magic has not been part of the equation. Haben wir eigentlich noch Wasser? Kannst du mir vielleicht eine Flasche geben? Was ist das? Ja, klar. The cooking pot. Okay, so now we wasted a bunch of time, unless the time only starts once you go inside of the mansion. Funny, the flame has a bit of a distance thing, so it's not on right now, but I'm pretty sure it will. Oh wait, it's down here, never mind. No, that would be, nah, there's no way all of them are gonna light up. I mean, not at once, right? One by one. Dankeschön. I mean, if they do, that would be kind of crazy. Hast du ja gemeint, ja, ich komme auch gleich ins Bett. Okay, I still think we need something for the darkness here. So once we get a flashlight or some shit, we can put it on. Yeah, very interesting. So there's still a bunch of things here which might or oh wait, you're not allowed to take items from the outside. To the outside, huh? But you might be able to go from the outside to the inside. I don't know, actually. Yeah, but I think our goal is still to get to the antechamber. The 20 steps are basically just a nice extra. I guess for the next day. It doesn't count for this one, which is quite interesting. I mean, obviously, we have to go with a hallway here. It's really the only one that makes sense, to be honest. The den is quite a fantastic room for the start here. The breaker box, not too interested anymore, because we did turn on the dark room. And here, I mean, there's nothing too special about this one, so... Yeah, I think this one's gonna lead back to another one, so I think we're gonna try to see what... Yeah, honestly don't know. Maybe we should go. It's kind of hard to know which path to go if you don't go for dead ends right away, which is obviously what we should do, but... Yeah, I wish they would just... This should be on by default. Like, the pressing tab every single time here is so unnecessary, because you obviously want to make sure they connect, right? And the orientation is random not random, but you know, it makes it so much easier. I mean, an early chapel gives us access to the other one. Making this a dead end, I'm not a big fan, to be honest. Yeah, so an early chapel is fine, and the one he was referring to was the number 1 here, right? That's the depiction, and is I mean, for sure this has to do with the pawn rooms and stuff like that, right? I mean, maybe it doesn't. What do I know? It's really hard to tell what they're meant to be. Maybe we're gonna get more information then, but she definitely seems like a pawn, honestly. Okay. Yeah, clearly we want to go here first because we don't have money. So everything we do now is fine. You see, this is what I mean. Why would I not want to... Yeah, why would I not want to go and see this right away? There must certainly be... There must certainly be an option to enable this, right? Yeah, no graphic setting at all is always kind of funny to me, because, I mean, yeah, it's very minimalistic, but I hope it's well optimized. That's basically what I'm saying. Color assist mode, control rebind. A little grammar mistake here. It's kind of unfortunate you can turn it on to permanent. I mean, I wonder if I'm the only person that feels like it's better to double check than place something. I mean, yeah, I know this is facing downwards, but double checking doesn't hurt, does it? Sure, this is go. See, I should have checked, right? I think it's down here. Yeah, this is what I mean. Just show it to me. It's fine if you show it by default. I'm pretty sure they're gonna patch that too, because can't be the only person that wants this. You found an electronic keycard, but I wonder how many though. Is it like for? Like, can I now increase the security to make it easier because I have that? Mathematical puzzles. Okay, we already solved that one. Sure, let's go, I guess, here. Still have a lot over there though. It's kind of hard to say what we're meant to do. Getting items here is terrible. The kitchen gives us food. Billiard room is basically free stuff here. 18. 10. Where is it? Here. I think this is divided by 2, but I would guess, yeah. Okay, so you are 12, 24, 3. Easy fucking clap. It's still interesting that there's no more hints to this puzzle, honestly. It's, yeah, it's, I think this might be one some people will struggle a bit more. I mean, for me it was not that hard, but I think for some people this might be quite annoying. But I'm not sure, right? I'm pretty sure they playtested it, so I would be very interested to see how other people solve that one. There's almost never a reason to create a dead end in this game. Yeah, money, sure. Sure, money. But a dead end is a dead end, and this has potential to spawn more money, basically, and no dead end. Or a storeroom, which is a dead end. We could just go down and say fuck it. I mean, they're all dead ends. So, here you go. This is gonna cost us though. Yeah, I'm not gonna check the rooms in detail anymore because I think we have what we need out of them. Although I can't remember which room we had where we could open the contraption to get the safe. Okay, now the question is, do we pay 1 or do we not? I mean, we do have to pay 1, so goodbye money. Yeah, goodbye money. I mean, the security is always interesting. It doesn't really open up a new pathway. But we have a gem, and this would make it so we don't need a... I mean, we also have a lot of keys, to be honest, so... I'm not sure. Ooh, banana. I wonder since when we get bananas here. It's a dead end. No, it's not a dead end. We can still do this one. Very nice. Yeah, maybe we're gonna get a loop back over here. So I'm going for a full exploration attempt, kind of, but... Ooh, an apple. Wait, that doesn't happen always. Okay. All 3 boxes are empty. This is a lie. This box and the blue box are empty. Okay. The black box contains the gem. So you are lying. And you both have to say the truth, because they're basically saying the same thing. Yeah. So this one's lying, so it must be this one. Okay. Nice. Moving on. Green rooms do not cost... Oh, that is so interesting, but we just can't, right? And this is such a good room too. I still don't know which one had the safe, which we could move forward. Did we already say the parlor has the thing? Yeah. Okay. Huge room here again. The drawing room. I mean, it has a lot of drawings. I'll give them that. Very, very drawing. Thank God you can crouch. The reason why I said thank God you can't crouch is because crouching would lead to you having to check even more in every room, and jumping too, right? So this limits your exploration potential and makes the game more streamlined. So it is a net plus in my opinion. In a lot of games, not being able to jump is kind of a minus. But in this one for sure, I don't feel that is actually the case. This is very valuable. Overall, this is going to add a lot of value over time, and all of them are dead ends. And I think the breaker room doesn't really do much for me. I mean, yes, we can open up the garage. That is a true thing. The garage does interest me because it might lead to an outside area. I think I want this more because the other one is more of a late game thing, but I don't even know if I'm going to get there, so... And this one, the VAC indicators, what the fuck do I know? Maybe that's something I should know, but... I do not know. Maybe we should turn them all on so we know what the fuck it is. This is the courtyard, okay? Which is really good. This one gives us movement, but this one is basically Really nice. Oh, we could redraw them, but I think it's a really good one. Okay, there is definitely a key card there. But we have one, so I shouldn't have done that. I'm stepping. Ah, I just wasted a bunch of steps. Wonder how many people missed that and are like confused. VAC indicator. That is. Cool. So now we have a key card, right? Why does it go down? A bedroom or a corridor to move forward? I mean, this is for backtracking, but I truly do not know if this is valuable. It's basically, what it does is, it's basically a free room, right? It's like move one room for free, which is not that great. And this one just gives us a lot of rank, if you want to. Okay, I mean, that is not great. Okay, a bit of food here. We're slowly running out of options, though. And it sells food, and we never had the kitchen before, so we definitely want to look a little bit closer here. Yeah, all the clocks work. Really nice. They seem to have cats in the kitchen, which is quite the weird thing. I would have expected cats to be anywhere but the kitchen, but okay. Gotta cook something. No, just no, but seriously. Oh, there is tea. Great. Hi, what are you? Oh, this is where you can buy stuff. We can buy a banana, a club sandwich, or bacon and eggs. And they're extremely expensive. Holy. Plus 15, plus 10, and add morning room to today's draft pool. Whatever that is. And the main course, glazed salmon, plus 20 plus additional 10% if you have an aquarium in your house. I do not have an aquarium. Is it free? The main course is only served in the dining room. But do we need... Wait, do we need do we need both rooms? I don't think so, right? I think we just need to be rank 8 or something for that to work. I did not see any indication of what type of room this would be in as a chess piece, but so we don't even know what to do exactly with them, bar align them, which I think is for way later. That is not great. These are all dead ends. I mean, this one sells items, but needs gem. I mean, we're just gonna go with the closet. Okay, this one might almost be over again. We've got to reroll, which might be really important. Hopefully, we're not gonna get fucked on here. The number 10 dog tag. Oh, is this the statue? I don't know. Okay, the gymnasium we have to take. Everything else is way too risky. Or I can redraw them, but I think this is a good enough outcome for me, honestly. Maybe turning off the lights prevents you from having to exercise or something. Okay, I think unlocking a high rank is good in general, so we should start with this one. The rumpus room. What? Plus 8 money. That's pretty funny. The rumpus room. Not 100% sold on the rumpus room, but I'll take it because it sounds funny. So do we want to go into the rumpus room first or open that door here to see if it's like a dead end? Security could go with more keycard stuff. We don't have the gem for this one, so we're gonna have to go with the bed. I'll go inside even though it costs us movement, because I feel like there might still be value in this one. It has 2 rooks, which is quite unique, and a living hamster, which is quite worrying, to be honest. I mean, maybe someone else is taking care of the house. A trophy? Okay. What is it called? The bunk room, because it has a bunk bed in it. Definitely looks like a children's room here. I never played checkers. I have no idea what the rules are compared to chess, to be honest. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he's not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. So wait, this is my older brother telling me he doesn't like me? And hey, yeah, Apicorn, I'm live, but not for much longer. Oh, it's already so late. Yeah, we're definitely gonna call it after this run. Hope you're doing well. So, someone doesn't like us. Figures. Hello, hamster. Are you okay? The answer's probably no. He seems pretty desperate. Look at him. He's like, get me the fuck out of here. Camp Colonel. Okay, but it's definitely a pawn room, but we have 2 pawns, which is quite weird. We've never seen 2 chess figures in one room, so bunk room, 2 pawns. I have no idea why, but that is what it is. Okay, 2 pawns. It would be so hilarious if there was no meaning behind them and we just like fucking wrote them down every single room for nothing. Because the game didn't give us any indication. I mean, it did give us some indication, but it's for sure, it's by no means obvious. Okay, what is this? Azara. Okay, he's gonna tell me my fortune. I'll gladly do it in a moment, but oh, backgammon, that's a fun game. Haven't played it in a long time though. Oh yeah, right, this was a room with a lot of money, and now I know why, because you can gamble it all away in a moment. An airplane, huh? Pretty sure this is not a chess piece. Pretty sure nothing in here seems like a chess piece so far, but I might be blind. Oh, are you gonna sing for me? No? Sing, bud? Oh wait, yeah, nothing in this room looks like a chess piece, by the way. Never seen one before. Okay, this is a rook again. Not a rook, a bishop. So, Rumpus room is a bishop room. Rumpus as a bishop. Yeah, I still think the idea is basically that you're gonna have to connect rooms in the order of whatever the chapel tells you. But what do I know? Okay, insert coin, yes. God, what the fuck?
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find.
I'm pretty sure the necklace around the mother's neck that's the key.
Beyond the dark waters,
This is room 46, huh?
what you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Al-Zara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, you can come back to him for more lore basically every day. And now he doesn't want my money anymore, which is very unrealistic. These things are basically just to scam you out of your money. They're basically magic 8 balls in the form of a human with a ball. I mean, it's a nice gimmick. Unfortunately, some people are dumb enough to believe the shit they're telling them. In this case, I do believe him because it's a video game, and all the things he has been referencing seem to be quite plausible. But yeah, otherwise, fuck those guys. Did I have a magic 8 ball as a kid? Yes. Did I ever believe what it said? No. It was just funny. I think I even had it in the US. I didn't have it, I think in Germany we didn't have a magic 8 ball at that time. I might even have had an original one, because I'm pretty sure there are plenty of copycats these days. Yeah, if this room is shit, oh my god, we're so close to being fucked again. The dining room is honestly... it's a no-brainer. And also dinner served, bitches. Huh? I knew it. Dinner served, oh wait, what is it, +10? Okay, we don't have an aquarium. Have dinner? Not yet. I think it's not dinner time. Charbroiled Cajun spiced salmon, lemon butter sauce, served over spinach leaf. Okay. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 is literally here. So each day a meal is served. Okay, we can go back to the meal whenever we want to, but maybe we're gonna get an aquarium, huh? And we can even reach rank 8 if we want to. And there's a person here. We have so much money. Each time we collect $3 and oh yeah, well, that's great. That's a bit late for that, maybe. Yeah, so maybe we're gonna get something cool here in a moment. Still trying to make sure we don't miss that it's a pawn room. The dining room is a pawn room. Did I write that down? Yes. I don't know why I put that there, but okay. Yeah, sorry that you can't see my notes. It's because they're secret. No, it's just because they're not captured on screen, which is why it would have been nice if they put it in game. I know pen and paper funny, but also at the same time, it's 2025 and you can put in a text editor in your game. Since I'm only using text so far, I'm not drawing shit at the moment. Kind of a nice look outside. Since the outside is not randomly generated, I think it's at least as far as I know. It's really interesting to have a look at it though. Yeah, in the hopes of an aquarium, I will refrain from another key. Oh, this might already be GG, man. Are you locked too? You are not locked, but you have the dark room. And this is so risky. But drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Oh, these are risky, but I would just take the one that sucks anyway. And the pool is really intriguing to me. Adds a locker room and sauna and pump room to today's. Okay, that's so cool. The idea of like getting your drafts here. I will still open the 9th rank so we can see what's on the 9th rank though. Should we go? See, this is very risky. Buying something sounds really nice, but we're also really late. Another star is meta progression. I will take meta progression over anything in a roguelite, to be honest. I went in here. I do not know why. Wait, does this have pages? Oh, wait. Oh my god, I'm stupid. This is a book you can read. Oh. Well, fuck me. Preface: this book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. Oh wait, you're gambling until you get a better one? This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, the twins. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. What? The slice, plus 3 steps. Diamond Miner, plus 1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clavis, the key. Diamond Major, plus 5 gems, that is insane. Draxus, the dead end rooms are more common today. Wow, that sucks. The sale, everything is 50% off. Glorious Bloom of the Sky, green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. There are flowers in the green rooms? Noted. Green rooms can contain special flowers sometimes. Thought you could have me and get me there, game, huh? Thought you were gonna get me. Didn't get me. Okay, cool. There's a bunch of random effects here. So I thought we were gonna increase our thing here, but now we have 2 stars? I don't even get it, honestly. I guess there are max 2 of them? A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Yeah, but getting back there is kind of... It's kind of far, not gonna lie there. Did we already say that this is a night room? I think so, right? Yeah. Very, very interesting. Okay, but we already rotated you accordingly, so it's fine. The mystery has been solved. I guess we can, the maximum we can find is 2 stars, but was that even described in here? Oh, the translation is wrong. 2 trunks, they meant 2 chests. Okay, so the translation is sometimes a bit off, which is unfortunate in a game that relies so heavily on text for information, but so far it's been fine. But yeah, I guess the menu gave it away that there might be maybe a non-native developer behind it, but so the next one is plus 3 steps. So I guess you're gonna you have to get bad before you get good. Maybe. Why is it 15 and 20? Wait, is it 15 stars? Wait, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, they're discrete steps. 3, 4, 5, 7. So they don't tell you what 6 is? Interesting. So they evolve and then but only today. I'm kind of confused by how this works, because now we have 2 of them, but I don't really understand how that works, honestly. We can spin it. It looks like we're not on Earth. Unless I'm severely confused by the layout here, but it definitely doesn't look like Earth to me. But maybe the rotation is kind of weird, and yeah, if it's Earth, my bad. It doesn't look like Earth to me though. Pretty cool that you can spin it, but it doesn't really help me. definitely not Earth. Maybe. No, 99% I think, but maybe I'm wrong. You never know. Oh, now it's starting to stutter again a bit, which happens during a certain time of day. It was the chest spawning in, but going back all the way to the entrance hall is realistically, it's doable because of this fish here, but we're so close to beating this, so I don't think we're gonna get the aquarium. But are we though? Let's go into the pool. I think the pool is fun. We can also get more steps if we need them. Before going to the antechamber, I will take the pools for sure. The pools, the food. What type of room are you? A bird? Oh, there are rules. Okay, let's read them. As I always do in real life, copium. Drafting pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated. No running. Oh baby. I am running. I can't swim. Really? Come on, let me in the pool. What the fuck? Yeah, and you might say, yeah, more interactability? Basically more interactions per room could be nice, but also there would be severely distracting. So I think for the gameplay, the minimalism is nice for sure. It definitely helps here. Ah, shit, don't tell me they're all locked. They're all fucking locked, no way. Are we soft locked now? I mean, there's one more option obviously here, but if they're also locked... No fucking way, we're so close! You know what? Go back to the entrance and hope there's a key in the fucking things. It's time, fishy. Oh, I'll have dinner. I had dinner. Dinner is served, bitches. Okay, we're 34. I mean, I don't know why it started during the late parts of the game. It certainly is not optimal. I mean, okay, let's be real. We're gonna go all the way straight and then right. Yeah, I mean, the game has no reasons to stutter. I know it's like a roguelite and the procedural generation can sometimes be a bit iffy, but realistically it should not stutter on this system. I'm just like putting that into perspective, I guess. Because I think if it stutters for me, it might stutter a bit more for other people. Chests? Oh yeah, I was like kind of worried they were not spawn. Are you kidding me? You know, they're calling... they also need keys? Oh, the den. Almost forgot about this one. And didn't pick up the gem, which was a huge mistake, honestly. The den is... Wait, didn't this one have the secrets? Open up the safe mechanism? I don't think so. I don't remember the room. We need a key. Experimental house features. I mean, there is nothing else than this to pick. There might not even be a key. We could do redraw and hope for a key. I think we have to do this. I mean, it's GG. We're done, right? There are only dead ends that need... And we know there are no dead ends, but we need keys, and we don't have keys. We came so close, though. Man, that was really, really good attempt. But unfortunately, all 3 doors need keys. So keys are incredibly important on the right side. The left side, I think, has left keys. I'm just gonna write that down so I remember it. Yeah. Left wing less locks. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that on the top so I remember that one. Okay, so just so I know. Okay, you know what? Obviously, the sauna here is a great endpoint for us because it's over. The run is done. Ah, a nice little sauna. Hope I'm naked. If not, wait, I don't even close the door here. Looks very much like we are in. Stay checking when there's no way. These are all keys. We don't have keys. I don't think there was anything we could buy something from. We never got the store though, maybe a mistake. I don't know if we would have gotten a key there. I also went a bit thin here. I think our mistake was maybe to push to, I mean, I wanted to go there, I guess, and they never gave me the option. Okay, so maybe I can't blame myself for it because the game definitely blocked me on the way here. Yeah, I wanted to go here to get more keys and stuff, but it just didn't work out. But at the end of the day, extra steps, 20 here, and permanent additions, the Apple Arcade, also next day. So we're gonna have 40 additional steps the next time we play. And we're 2 stars, so we have a bit of meta progression here. Yeah, feeling good about this run. And also, it is a perfect opportunity to call it a day here. I didn't check the sauna, what type of room it was. And we created an Mount Holly east-facing villa. I mean, sure, yeah. A lot of east here. And 5 new rooms, 58 steps, which is way less than the last time. We reached rank 9, almost the anti-chamber. And definitely tomorrow we're gonna reach it, man. I'm just, no, not definitely, but hopefully. And yeah, progress. A lot of, not a lot of, but some progress. No idea how much it is relative to what you can do in the game. But definitely very, very fun, very unique. It's still $30, right? I really have to emphasize that because, as I said with Nintendo, like there is like this level of production value I associate with money. And this game is, while being very pretty in its own way, it is still very minimalistic. So I think the raw production value so far, right, we're not super far in, is not mega high. And for 30 euros, I kind of always expect a very high production value. And yeah, so I'm not sure. I will have to talk about that when I'm done with the game. But the initial impression is maybe I would have seen this more as a, I mean, nah, it's not, I think $35 is fine, right? As this is like in my mind, I was thinking, right? Nintendo games are also kind of minimalistic and ask for a lot of money, and I'm like, does that matter? Does it not matter? At the end of the day, it does matter because less work went into the game to some degree. But then again, if the game is fun or not, what does the price matter relative to the fun, right? If you're having a blast with the game, just $30 matter. And also it's in Game Pass, so the price is only relevant for people who want to buy the game. So for me, the price is, anyway, it's not of concern, but it's just like I'm thinking, right? It's like an easy recommendation, 30. At 20, I would have said, sure, get the game, right? So far, it has been enjoyable, and I think it's been convincing enough. At 30, I would still say, you know, wait, I can't recommend it 100% yet, because I haven't played it enough. Once I've played it to completion, I will let you know. I think $30 is a good price. My initial impression, though, on the production value is definitely that $30 is definitely on the slightly higher side for what I would have expected from what is there, right? And what do I mean specifically? I mean like raw asset quality, animation quality. I mean, there are almost no animations. That's what I'm basically saying. Voice acting that at first were very limited, but also didn't seem like insane. In in general, like the entire things, right, that really take a lot of artist work, right? I think the game is very pretty, it's minimalist, it works well for the gameplay, but also it doesn't seem like it would be assets that take ages to make. And also not like, I mean, the game design seems to be where the most work went in, basically. And the assets are definitely nice and consistent, and the art style is also nice, consistent. The audio is also nice, but it's also very minimalistic. And, you know, you can hear it here, a little bit of sound are nice. It's nice, but it's not like, you know, just like comparing this one, it's like $30. Assassin's Creed is like on PCs, like when I bought it, I think was like 50 or something. So it's like $20 different, and the production value difference is pretty big. I'm not saying it's probably a better game than Assassin's Creed Shadows, to be honest, from a design perspective here. But yeah, the question is, what do you want from games, and how do you price them? And the less money you need to make a game, the lower you can potentially price the game if you want to. If you spend a fuck ton of money to make the game, you know, a lot of people are gonna buy it, you can price it pretty highly. But if you don't spend a lot of money to make a game, and you can afford to make it quote unquote cheaper and have more people buy the game as a result, yeah, that's kind of interesting here. But this game, I guess, is very lucky because it's got like very good reviews out of the gate and seems to be a really good game from a gameplay perspective. So the value proposition is instantly, you know, like the people are like, okay, this is cool. But just imagine this game in mediocre with the same price to asset ratio, I think would not be very well balanced. So I think, yeah, that's the only thing I'm kind of a bit confused about, is like the price point. Like potentially could have been $20 from what I've seen so far production wise. But then again, maybe the game is insanely long and I've just seen nothing of it yet. And I will be like, oh my God, yeah, sure, $30 makes complete sense. But yeah, the very minimalistic, like raw effort stuff in the game definitely makes I mean, it's really hard to write to put this sentiment into words, right? But I guess you can see what I mean, right? When you play Assassin's Creed versus this, there's like generations apart in work that was not generation. There's like the amount of work put in is very, very different. But then again, that doesn't even matter because it's on Game Pass. It's fun. And I think the art style and everything works well for the game. Although obviously, you know, more is more, I guess, sometimes, right? It could, I mean, I don't even know, the art style works, right? I mean, it's not even a real complaint. It's just like, I wouldn't even change it. I would just say maybe the price is still high. I don't know. It's like, why are we debating the price here? Because it surprised me, honestly. I really didn't expect this to be $30. Just from an impression perspective, right? Looking at it, it was like, okay, yeah, sure. Then playing it, I was like, yeah, sure. There's probably like something between 10 and $20, right? And then it was like almost 50% more than 20. So, ooh, I don't know. But not a big deal. It's just like interesting decision here. Yeah, really curious to see more from the game so I can really say if I think it's justified or not. But at the end of the day, everyone can ask any price they want, right? There are really, really bad games going for 60 with low production value and everything. So that doesn't really matter. It's just like, it's always harder to recommend games when they go above 20 and are like smaller. I mean, not smaller, I think smaller. Like low production value games relative to big production value games. Yeah. But definitely enjoying it. Yeah, and also, yeah, it's just like, I'm always trying to, Game Pass really changed the way I think of prices, right? So when I see a game that's not on Game Pass, I always like compare it to what a Game Pass game is. And this is a Game Pass game, obviously, but also then I look at the game without Game Pass and then I see it's just like so much more expensive that I wish I could just say, just buy it, right? But okay, we got like 40 extra here in permanent 20, 90 steps for tomorrow. Yeah, but I really, really think the game is great so far. There's almost nothing I would change, bar the one thing where you don't have to press tab every single time to see the room layouts when placing a room. I think it should be automatic because it doesn't overlay anything. It's basically just more information on a screen that has no other information at that spot that's relevant. This is the only thing I would 100% change instantly if I was the developer. And also the stuttering is kind of, I don't know about that. Yeah, but price point, definitely something I would say, let's wait and see about that one. how I feel about it. Initial impression is, though, it is a bit on the higher side, but you know, we'll see once we got more playtime in here. Yeah, but that doesn't mean the game can't be a 10 out of 10, right? Like, the price is irrespective of the game's quality, but it's still something that some game, you know, just imagine you're like Stardew Valley, you're made by one guy. Is he gonna ask $100 for it or 90? Probably not, right? Probably gonna ask a reasonable price for it, and then later maybe you can scale it up or something. But yeah, so this was, I don't know how many people made this game, but for sure it wasn't a team of 400 people. So that's just what I'm saying, basically. Yeah, but also obviously the projections are also, it's like when you buy an anime game, they don't expect to sell a fuck ton, so they usually put the price a bit higher. And yeah, there's like this, I guess, market for certain games where you like just price them differently. And this game, I guess, is just like, because it's so extremely popular, it feels like they didn't need to do that. But at the same time, it also feels like, yeah, maybe they couldn't have known, right? They maybe got incredibly lucky with the amount of visibility they got. No idea, right? I have no idea how they how it basically snowballed into getting so many positive reviews ahead of launch, right? So that, because you might be saying, yeah, but sure, you know, IGN, everyone, they just review games, but IGN reviews almost no games. You might be one of the people that only reads mainstream media outlets, and you should just have a look at how many games actually come out on Steam and other platforms that are not reviewed. I would say it's probably 90% of the games never get a review on major sites like IGN. So whatever happened here was good for the game for sure, and really, really helped its take off. And also, you know, no idea. I would really be curious behind the scenes how this happens, like how this game gets the attention while others, which are also great games sometimes, don't get any attention until they really blow up randomly somewhere else, or they never blow up. So yeah, it's just very, very random, and I'm really glad the game is getting the attention it seemingly deserves so far. Yeah, for sure, very enjoyable. Replay value, no idea. Honestly, it's kind of hard to rate. It's a roguelite, but it's definitely, I think, a more streamlined roguelite where you're like meant to, the draw is basically knowing what is gonna, you know, exploring and finding the story bits, and not necessarily the core gameplay loop. So I think the replayability might not be insanely high on this one, but it also doesn't have to be. I think this game doesn't want to be a roguelite. It just wants to use roguelite mechanics to tell a story in a cool and unique way, and you know, also the gameplay revolves around. It's more of a gameplay mechanic, but not a, you know, oh, we have to be the roguelite and you can just play 1,000 hours of us. Okay, but okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your night/day, and sleep well if you go to bed. And yeah, I'll be sleeping, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, but definitely a bit not later than today. I mean, yeah, a bit later than today, but I'm also going to the gonna get a haircut, and yeah, that's basically it. Good night and good